Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis have a cold face-to-face meeting finally after all the back and forth. What's your thoughts on this? Drop a comment.
Yeah. Was you hurt though? Was you like?
Hell no. I jumped on him. Like, you know what I mean? I jumped on him. He was grabbing me from there. We ain't want no smoke from there.
Yeah.
They want to throw you to the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, it just once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say who they portray to be. You be like, damn.
But Floyd's like, no, I'm the best. No, now it's no longer Floyd's time. It's Tank's time now. He's the best. He's done waist pound pound. He's all this.
Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Tank Davis got into a heated back and forth, with Mayweather confidently claiming he was the better fighter. Tank didn't back down, firing back that his power would make all the difference. The tension kept rising as both stood their ground, leaving fans buzzing over the intense exchange.
So, far as my documentary that's coming out, you guys gonna see 26 years of behind the scenes footage that you guys have never seen.
I remember when radio hosts and TV reporters were accusing you of ducking Shane Mosley, Baldomir, Hatton, Canelo, Guerrero, and you fought all of them right after that. Is that also going to be in your documentary?
Well, I feel like the proof is in the pudding. I don't have to say who I beat. There's been so many great fighters out there, so many good fighters. All the guys that you named are hell of a fighters. Everything is about timing. I wish me and Shane Mosley could have fought when he was undefeated.
Boxing Kingdom sparked debate with a tweet claiming Tank Davis is comparing his skills to Floyd Mayweather's. This set off a heated discussion among fans as Tank confidently declared his stance. Tank's bold claim immediately sparked controversy. Mayweather is considered one of the greatest defensive boxers ever, while Tank has built his name as a knockout artist with explosive power and sharp technique. Many believe surpassing Floyd's legendary skill set is a tough challenge, fueling debates on whether Tank's confidence is justified or if he's underestimating the defensive mastery and ring IQ that made Mayweather nearly unbeatable. Shane Mosley recently weighed in on the complicated relationship between Tank and Floyd, acknowledging both fighters' immense talent while highlighting the tension between them. "I like both guys. I know Gervonta has his issues with Floyd, and Floyd has a big ego. He always wants to be the top guy. But Gervonta is trying to reach the top himself, and it seems like he has to get from under Floyd," Mosley said. He compared this dynamic to his own relationship with his son, stressing the importance of stepping back to let the next generation shine. In his view, a dominant figure like Floyd can sometimes overshadow a fighter's success, even unintentionally.
Hey, Floyd, I'm happy for Floyd. He's accomplished so much, and he believed in himself to accomplish all these different things, to be great, to dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of him. I'm proud that the brother, went all the way to the top of the mountain and won. But now, Floyd, it's time for somebody else to win. You won. So it's time for the new generation. They're gonna win. But your era, you won. But now there's another era. So can you make somebody else great like you are, or help them be great like you are? That's the issue, right? And maybe that's what Tank is talking about.
On the Jay Hill podcast, Tank Davis opened up about the struggles he faced under Floyd Mayweather's mentorship, saying he often felt trapped in a lose-lose situation. He recalled a crucial moment before his 2017 IBF Junior lightweight title fight against Jose Pedraza, where he believed Mayweather set him up for failure. Davis claimed that after going 6 months without a fight and dealing with financial struggles, including eviction and having to sell his jewelry, he was pressured into taking the Pedraza fight. According to him, Mayweather gave him a harsh ultimatum: fight Pedraza or sit on the shelf indefinitely. Tank put it bluntly, "I was in a lose-lose situation. He told me, you gotta fight Pedraza. If you don't, you're not fighting at all."
Came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about like a boxing match or?
yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza.
Who?
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know. So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're like sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game.
In a recent interview, Tank Davis was asked about a hypothetical fight with Floyd Mayweather if both were in their prime. Davis showed deep respect for Mayweather's legendary status, saying he would avoid such a matchup. However, he made it clear that his skills are top tier and capable of challenging any boxer today. Davis has always acknowledged Mayweather's influence on his career, often praising his defensive mastery and strategic mindset. His respect for Mayweather is a key reason he doesn't entertain the idea of facing him in a fantasy matchup, recognizing how difficult it would be to fight someone of Floyd's caliber. Despite this, Davis remains highly confident in his own abilities. His undefeated record and multiple world titles across different weight classes prove his exceptional talent. With explosive power, speed, and high ring IQ, he has established himself as one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport, firmly believing he can compete at the highest level against anyone.
Tank, how would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime,
Don't fight him.
if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like, I feel as though my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing glove.
You're crazy to watch, bro. Like,
yeah.
You hit like a fucking train.
Floyd Mayweather recently posted a 6-year-old sparring video featuring himself and Tank Davis, sparking debates among boxing fans. The timing of the release, on what seemed like a random day, led to speculation about Mayweather's motives. Some believe he was reminding the world of his dominance, while others saw it as a subtle jab at Tank. The footage highlighted Mayweather's signature defense and counterpunching, while Tank showcased his trademark power and aggression. Given their history of tension, fans are now debating whether this was a calculated move or just a nostalgic throwback from the undefeated champ.
Baltimore, he's not from D.C. That's what I learned. I thought he was from D.C. too. D.C. my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, you know, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
You gonna feel all this shit we gotta do? Look, hey Tank, we gonna go 35s for 12s.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m.
And I seen the Lomachenko and Devin Haney for the undisputed title. You know, that was a good fight. I'm very, very glad that Devin Haney was victorious. Me and Devin sat down, you know, for us to come together and make a relationship happen. I don't want to knock championship belts because they are important. I could tell him, you could win 2 world titles, but make $250 million. Or you can win 20 world titles and make $10 million. Then when you look at Ryan and Tank, they made great money. We could have been did this, and that could have been him. in the fight with Ryan Garcia.
Tank Davis has long expressed interest in testing his skills against his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather Jr. In multiple interviews, he has acknowledged Mayweather's status as an elite fighter, admitting that facing him would be his toughest challenge. This ambition highlights Davis's confidence and desire to measure himself against the best. However, his relationship with Mayweather has been complicated, marked by both mentorship and tension. Many believe Mayweather struggles to accept Davis's rising success, with some suggesting his competitive nature makes it hard for him to see his protege potentially surpass his own legacy. This has led to a strained dynamic between the two. Despite their differences, Davis has always expressed deep respect for Mayweather, crediting him as a major influence on his career. He has frequently praised Mayweather's defensive mastery and strategic brilliance, calling him one of the best ever. When asked about a hypothetical fight in their primes, Davis has been clear he wouldn't want that matchup, acknowledging how difficult it would be to compete against someone of Mayweather's caliber. Still, Davis remains fully confident in his own abilities. He has consistently stated that his skill set is strong enough to challenge any top fighter today. This isn't a direct challenge to Mayweather, but a reflection of his belief in himself. His undefeated record and multiple world titles across different weight classes prove his talent and dedication. The ongoing tension between him and Mayweather only adds another layer to their complex history, as fans continue to debate the true nature of their rivalry.
You know, so I don't want Tank to necessarily leave Mayweather. I think he's in this position because of everything that Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe have done for him. So I do want him to do what he is saying. Take control of your career. Say that you want Shakur and actually fight Shakur. Say that you want Devin and actually fight Devin. You know, fight these guys. Don't keep making new names. Like, you gave Barrios a chance. You gave Isaac a chance. Like, you know, Gamboa. Like, those aren't the fights that we want.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely celebrated for his defensive brilliance, flawless technique, and perfect 50-0 record. His ability to adapt, control the pace, and neutralize opponents has cemented his status as one of boxing's greatest. Tank Davis, on the other hand, is known for his explosive power, aggressive approach, and undefeated streak. While their styles contrast, Mayweather's being defensive and calculated, Tank's being power-driven and offensive, both possess high ring IQ and adaptability. In terms of accomplishments, Mayweather's long list of world titles across multiple weight classes and his unmatched longevity set a high standard. Tank, still in his prime, has already collected multiple championships and continues to chase challenges that could elevate his legacy. While surpassing Mayweather is no easy task, Tank's career trajectory suggests he could carve out his own place in boxing history. Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, has openly criticized Mayweather's treatment of Tank. He believes that rather than fully supporting his protege, Floyd tried to control or limit his success. According to Haney, Mayweather's ego and desire to remain boxing's biggest name played a role in his rocky relationship with Davis. He even claimed that Floyd tried to make a fool out of Tank, suggesting that the mentorship was more about keeping him under control than truly helping him grow. With Tank now one of the highest-paid fighters in the sport, many believe Mayweather struggles with his former protege's rising stardom and financial success. Some see Floyd as a guiding figure who helped Tank reach the top, while others, like Haney, argue that Mayweather wanted to keep him in his shadow. If Mayweather and Tank ever fought, it would be a battle of skill versus power. Floyd's legendary defense, counterpunching, and ability to dictate the pace would make it difficult for Tank to impose his style. Just as he did against aggressive opponents in the past, Mayweather would likely use movement and ring control to avoid danger, maintaining his strategy for 12 rounds, or even 15 if necessary. However, Tank has proven that he can end a fight with one punch, even when being outboxed. His ability to create openings and deliver fight-ending shots makes him one of the most dangerous finishers in boxing today. Whether his power would be enough to crack Mayweather's near-impenetrable defense remains a question fans will continue to debate.
Do you want your legacy to be? If you care. Because some interviews I see you say like, yeah, I don't care about this, I don't care about that. Where you stand on that?
It's just like, it's so up and down in the sport. When I say up and down in the sport, it's like a lot of people don't know, but it been 3 and 4 people in my weight class that been undisputed. Type of thing, and they held it for like only a couple months. I beat Ryan beat Devin was undisputed. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't, like it's up and down. Cause some people will discredit what I done. Ain't gonna lie. My influence, my everything in the sport, just that alone. Even coming from where I come from is
right.
Like, you feel me? I feel like I'm already up there with whoever. Like Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, all them people.
Floyd Mayweather and Tank Davis represent two dominant yet vastly different styles in boxing. Mayweather, considered one of the most technically perfect fighters in history, built his legacy on impenetrable defense, precise counterpunching, and an unmatched ring IQ. His ability to control the pace, avoid damage, and outmaneuver opponents made him nearly untouchable in the ring. Tank, on the other hand, presents a completely different threat: explosive knockout power and the ability to end a fight with a single punch. In a hypothetical matchup, the biggest question would be whether Mayweather's defensive brilliance could completely neutralize Tank's relentless offense, or if Tank could land the kind of devastating shot that has finished so many opponents. Mayweather has a history of dismantling heavy hitters, using slick movement and a calculated approach to frustrate aggressive fighters. However, Tank is unpredictable. He can be outboxed for several rounds, yet still find a way to land a fight-ending shot. That ability alone would make this an intriguing clash of styles.
First hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz, you know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time.
Mayweather's strengths lie in his superior defense, counterpunching skills, and elite stamina, allowing him to control the pace of a fight. Tank, on the other hand, thrives on raw power, relentless pressure, and his ability to finish opponents at any moment. While Mayweather's experience and style would likely give him the edge in dictating the fight, Tank's knockout power is an ever-present threat that could instantly shift momentum. This matchup would be a true battle of skill versus power, IQ versus aggression. Mayweather's calculated approach could lead him to victory, but Tank's ability to land a single fight-changing punch would keep fans on edge, making this a fantasy fight for the ages. Calvin Ford, Tank's longtime trainer, has repeatedly stressed the importance of separating Mayweather from Davis. He often says, "Floyd is Floyd, Tank is Tank," reinforcing that while Mayweather's legacy is unmatched, Davis is forging his own path to greatness. Ford has also spoken about the way success reveals people's true intentions, hinting that not everyone, including Mayweather, may fully support Tank's rise. This highlights not just the battles Tank faces in the ring, but also the politics and personal struggles that come with being one of boxing's biggest stars.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we see what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more. Until next time.